Happy Tuesday, everybody. I have finished a short Blender project. Um, I didn't really record my process for making it because, frankly, I didn't really know what I was doing. But yeah, it's a little narwhal again. There are a few things that I want to do with this. The first one would be just to use wood fiber PLA to print a little wooden narwhal. Moss and mushrooms would grow on that pretty well, I think, and that would make for a really cool time-lapse video at some point in the future. The second option would be simply to make a mold. There you take like a little block and you have hollowed out the narwhal shape, and there's a hole in the top, and you fill in the mold with soil, and then you grow the tree in the top, and then you just have to remove whatever material you printed with. That's the tricky part. Like, can you use metal? Well, you have to find a way to mill it away. I think concrete might be the best option, since it will just dissolve in weak acids over time, so acidic rain. I think that concrete could work for that, especially as like a long-term installation in a park. You just have like a tree growing out of this block of concrete, and then over time the concrete would weather away, and by the time all the concrete is gone, you have this root structure exposed that fills in that negative image that you started with. That would be a really long-term project. Like, it could be on the scale of decades, but I honestly don't know how long it takes concrete to break down. The third option that I can think of doing is to basically take polymagnets, which are these 2D printed magnets. So basically you can take like a sheet of magnetic material and orient it so that each pixel goes like north or south, so you have the two directions to work with. And then you can take basically slice up the model the way that you would when you're 3D printing it, but each slice is actually a single polymagnet. So you basically just put that next to the roots. The north and south information tells the roots where to go, and then you just change out the panels and move it so the roots kind of get extruded along. This model is just a first step. I just wanted to try modeling in some kind of software. It's definitely a little less intuitive than sculpting, but you know, this is more reproducible, and potentially it could become something that's like and potentially it could become something bigger in the future. But for now, that's what I've got, and you can check out the model on Patreon. Let's see, you can follow me there for, I think, $5 a month is the minimum tier right now. You can see my videos 2 weeks early, and the model is posted there as well if you want to check it out and play with it. I give my verbal consent for anyone to use it if they would like to. If you have some ideas about how to 3D print with wood and how to make tree roots grow into a shape like that, it'd be really cool to see what people out there come up with. So yeah, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and that you drink enough water. You should always drink more water.